How about now? Can you hear me now? If you can hear me now, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Okay, let's start this over. There we go. I just got a thumbs up. Let's start this over. So I started out with talking about recruiting. Within the last 24 hours, I've probably got over 100 messages on Twitter or whatever about wanting to come to NDSCS to play baseball. We're expanding our reach. We want to keep the core of the players from the local area, but we also want to expand and get as many players as we can from outside the area. Give everybody a chance to excel. The interest has ranged anywhere from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico to California to obviously Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, those areas. So we'll see what we have, and hopefully we'll have a banner recruiting year this year. As far as our spring trip, South Carolina, they booked up. We cannot get to South Carolina, at least during the spring break time. We would have to go after spring break or before spring break, which doesn't work well for, which does not work well for our studies, obviously. But what we can do is we're going to go to Tampa, Florida. Now let's look at the numbers. You can see here we got $18,990 with the $5,000 match, or when we get to 20,000, that'll be 25,000, which is still short, believe it or not, of what we need to get us to Florida. Right now, we'll be driving ourselves. We still have a debt, but we'll be driving ourselves down. If we can raise a little bit more money, we'll either take a bus or we will fly, which is the preferred method, because that way we lose as little time as possible. So everybody who has given so far, we really appreciate it. We can't do anything outside of our normal schedule, basically, unless it is you all who have helped us out. That's just the fact of life in Division III JUCO. That's nothing unusual. It's not that our athletic department isn't supporting us. They absolutely are. They've been fantastic. It's just that at times, nobody's funded it the way we would like to be funded, so we have to do it ourselves. So kudos to the guys. They got on it. They've made a great strides towards getting to our 30,000. Now, hopefully we can get to that 30,000. All right, so let's do our weekly interview show. First up, we're going to have Coulter. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I can hear you fine. Hey, you're from Montana. You were telling me that the school sometimes doesn't even have graduating classes, or was that a neighboring school that you were talking about?
Can you repeat that? You froze for a second there.
I said you're from Montana. You're from a small town in Montana. Was it your school or a neighboring school that doesn't necessarily have a graduating class every year because it's so small?
That's a neighboring school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They co-op with us for sports.
Okay. So obviously, you're probably an outdoor guy, right?
Yep.
So what do you like to do in your off time?
Hunt.
And fish? Or
Hunt
just
a lot.
Right.
I don't fish very much.
Are you a big game guy, a bird guy? What are you?
All of it.
If you can do it, you do it, huh? All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being a freshman, what's the transition been like from high school to college baseball?
It was a lot. High school was a lot more laid back, no lifting programs. It was all summer ball. There's no high school baseball in Montana. Um, so it was all over the summer, and, coming from a farm, sometimes I wouldn't be able to make it to practice because I drove 120 miles to my home field for 3 years, or 120 minutes, or hour 20 minutes, 60
Hour
miles.
and 20 minutes, and how often did you guys play a week?
It depended on the week. We'd play 3-4 times a week sometimes. So
that's a lot of time in the car.
yeah.
So what were your driving tunes?
Um, it varies. It has to change because you get too bored if you only listen to the same thing.
All right. Wait, what do you like about playing at NDSCS?
Um, in a way, I like that it's a smaller program. It's just a little more what I'm used to, closer to what I'm used to. Uh, know everyone pretty well.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking forward to this spring?
Uh,
It'll be your first real, college experience with baseball.
yeah. Uh, I'm thinking the road trips will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Head out and play 4 games in 2 days.
Yeah,
That
and
kind of.
that is we are going to do that. It will be Montana we go to. It's basically the same schedule that we had last year. So yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
fun for everybody involved. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now time for some of the fun questions. All right. Who would you choose to be with you on the team if you were stranded on a desert island?
Ooh, on a desert island.
Yeah. Who would you choose on the team?
Um, I would say Oakley because he is uh, endless entertainment. He can make anything funny.
All right. So who's the best dancer on the team?
Dancer.
Yeah.
Uh, I have no idea on that one.
You have not seen anybody bust a move, huh?
Nope, I have
All right.
not.
All right. So word association time. You just
Okay.
tell me the first thing that pops into your head after I say the word. All right.
Okay.
Pitchers.
Uh, faster than what I'm used to.
Okay. Winter. Did you get that? Winter.
Oh,
I think
I'm
you.
not hearing you. Are you?
Yeah.
You frozen again?
I think that's your computer. Okay. Winter. Can you hear me? All right. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and move to Cam.
I
Sorry about
I
that.
can't hear
Can you hear?
anything. Our screen's frozen.
Okay. Cam, you're on.
I'm gonna
We had
rejoin.
to
Hey,
do it. We had to do an audible because they were frozen up there. So
yeah,
Cam, let's
I
talk
was
a little
frozen
bit
for a
about
while
you
there too,
here.
so just got back on.
Yeah. So can you hear us, Cam?
Yeah, I can.
All right. So we're going to talk with you while they're getting back up into the program here. Um, you're an odd duck, if you will, and I mean
Yeah,
that with
a little
I
bit.
mean that with all the love in my heart. People that are probably going, "What is he talking about?" Right? What I'm talking about is Cam Parker is a left-handed catcher. How many left-handed catchers have you run into?
One other left-handed catcher. He was actually in our same region during high school,
Was he
and
really?
he was a pitcher most of the time, but he did catch quite a few games.
Okay, so it wasn't his full-time job like you, where you're a full-time catcher.
Correct. Correct.
All
Yeah.
right. So you're a local boy from North Dakota, right? Just west of
Correct.
Fargo.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So biggest difference for you between high school and college baseball?
It's just a lot more fast-paced. Um, the competition is so much more than in high school. Um, and like you guys are harder on us than it was in high school and summer ball. So
So
that's definitely
explain what
been
you mean by
different.
harder on you.
So not really harder, but you guys just like expect more. Your standards are um, higher than what they were in high school.
Yeah, because for those of you who haven't heard, I have a few set standards or standards that I expect the guys to meet. I don't have team rules. I have standards, and one of those is be early. Another one's be professional. Another one's be respectful, and the last one is basically I don't accept excuses. I don't like my bad. Have you heard that once or twice, Cam?
I have, yes.
All right. What's so for you in the fall? What was a typical day in the season like?
During the fall, I would wake up
About what time?
around 8 8:30, go to class, From 9 until noon, I would go to lunch. I'd come back to the dorm, hang out just a little bit, and then I would go to my welding lab from 1 o'clock to 4:30, and then I would go to practice.
Yeah, and then sometime in there too, depending on the day, would be lifts also.
Correct. Yep. On
Yeah,
days that we had lift, I had lift at 8 a.m.
yeah. So that's you're packing a little bit in there. So
Oh yeah.
tell me a little bit about the welding program. You enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. It's a good program. That's what NDSCS is known for. That's a big reason why I chose NDSCS. Was because of their welding program, and that's what I was interested to the most during high school.
Yeah. So you're able to do both your academics and play baseball.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge because the welding program is based off of time, so you have to log so many hours a week, and so with baseball and lifts and all my other classes, it's a lot to juggle, but I get it done.
Yeah, and I know I went and I visited the lab. What a neat place. They actually have, for people that aren't familiar with the lab there, it is world class. They have simulators that you can log your lab time in. It's basically a VR headset where you weld and it shows you your welds and all that. Have you been on that yet?
I have. It's really interesting. We didn't have anything like that in high school. Um, so the first time on it was pretty interesting. Let's say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it was not too easy, but it's really gives you a good representation of what it's like to weld.
yeah. So what do you want to get out of your welding career? What do you want it to be?
So ideally, I would like to work in the field for a few years after I graduate with my associate's degree, out of college, and then in like a few years, I see myself being a business owner.
Nice. That's a great goal to have because
Let
then
me freeze up.
you're providing a living for other people too, which is a lot of responsibility. Um, what do you want to get out of baseball experience at NDSCS? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? What do you want to get out of baseball at NDSCS? Well, it sounds like he's off too. We're having a great time today with technology. And can you hear me, Cam? It sounds like he's out. All right, what we're going to try to do now is we're going to go to Oaks. Hey, Oaks, can you hear me?
Hey, yep, I can.
Cam did the same thing. I think you guys, as the Wi-Fi there is hurting. So
Yeah,
we're trying to do it. All right, you're the leader of the pack, if you will, because you are the senior. You're the senior catcher, right?
yeah. I'm the only sophomore of the group.
I'm sorry, sophomore catcher. Your goal is to go on and play at a 4-year school, but also to be a
Yeah,
social worker, correct?
yeah,
So
yeah. That's true.
how's NDSCS helped you get there?
It's helped me a lot because my advisor, for one, my academic advisor is really good. She's helped me through a lot. She is anytime I've wanted to ask questions or just get any form of information down, she's been there to help me, and she's only an email away. So um, she's the first person I go to. So she's really walking me through the academic side, and athletically, you guys are a huge help. And AD Stu is always there for questions as well. He's an email away. So the communication is it's always there for any questions and information that you need, and that's going to help me a ton through academics and athletics.
Yeah, so it's really it's a smaller school, and there's a lot of good in a smaller school. Um, so let me ask you this: what's the biggest change you've seen between last year and this year?
I think we're frozen again, Coach. We can't hear anything.
I can hear you guys. Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, let's try.
We're going to rejoin here.
Okay. All right. Cam, you're back.
I am back.
I don't know what's going on with this today, but we'll get it figured out. I think you guys' Wi-Fi is just not very good today. All right.
It's like this every day. It's not very good.
Okay. Let's see here. Question for you. Who's the best dancer on the team?
You know, if I remember right, Oakley had some pretty good moves at the homecoming dance.
Okay, you guys can't see it, but I can see it he's not on the camera, but I can see he just put his hands up to his mouth like going, me?
Yes, you, Oakley.
If you're stranded on a desert island, who on the team are you picking to be there with you?
I'm picking IJ.
IJ,
Isaac
why
Johnson.
IJ? Why? Why is that?
He's a country boy. He's gotta know something. I mean, I know stuff too, but like the two of us, we're surviving. That's for sure.
So Coulter wanted Dubs because he would keep him entertained because I guess he figures he can handle all the survival stuff. And you're picking
That's a good one. Yeah.
You're picking IJ to keep you alive so you can entertain each other.
That's right.
And entertain each other. All right, I got you. All right, so word association time, Cam.
All right.
Bullpens.
Learning time.
Team bonding.
Good.
Country or rap?
Country all the way.
All right. Steak or walleye?
Steak.
Steak? Ooh. I thought maybe
I'm not opposed to fish. I'm not opposed to fish, but steak.
Steak is it. All right, man. Hold on a second. Yeah. We're going to try to get Oak back in here and see what we can do here. All right, Oak.
For sure.
You up? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I think you guys, it's just the Wi-Fi. All right, so again, we were talking, you're the old man on the team. What's the biggest change you've seen since last year?
The commitment put into the program is one. I mean, all of the group we got right now and the coaches, we all put a very good amount of commitment into this program, and we're all trying super hard this year. So
good. All right, what are you most looking forward to in the spring?
I'm looking forward to competing in some ball games and having some fun with a good group of guys. And like Coulter said, I'm looking forward to the road games because he said they'll be fun, and I know they are fun. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So before we get there, though, we have an indoor season, basically, where we're working out in the indoors. Are you ready for that 6 weeks or so of indoor work?
Yeah, I am. We did this last year too, so I kind of know what to expect. And although it can get repetitive, I know how important it is, and I know how needed it is before we get into our outdoor season.
Yeah, it can get old, but I think there's a huge advantage in that we get to work on basic skills, where other guys might be out playing. We get to actually work on skills, which could be an advantage.
Yeah.
All right. Time for your questions. Best dancer.
From what I've seen, I'm gonna have to go with Jacob Top.
Oh, is he a professional or is he just?
No, he's not a professional yet. He likes to think he's a professional, but he's getting there.
All right. And if you're stuck on a desert island, who's the one person you're picking?
Yeah, so I'm not very good with all that survival stuff, so I'm gonna have to take one of the Montana boys, either Coulter or IJ, because like I said, I don't know. I don't really hunt. I can fish if I need to, but I'm gonna need to take someone with some survival skills.
Okay, gotcha. All right, word association time. We're gonna give you 3. Road trip.
Okay. Fun.
Hair dye.
Yes.
All right, and tire toss.
Sweaty.
If people that don't know what we did is we took a couple days and we basically did a challenge to the players, and one of the things was to roll the tire toss. Big tractor tires. They were not easy to move. And then they also had to carry him as a team, trying to get a little teamwork going on. All right, sounds good. Hey, all right, I'm going to put all three of you guys on there if we can do this. All right. So this is my catching crew for this year. I want to know who's the hardest worker.
I like to think it's me,
Oh,
but I know these guys are gonna. I know these guys are gonna disagree with me there.
Colt?
Yeah, we all go. We try to go through the same workouts together.
Cam?
I'm gonna have to go with Oakley on this one. He's always in the gym. It's crazy. The amount of
Okay.
time he puts in the
Yeah,
gym is insane.
Who's the funniest?
yeah.
Oakley.
That was unanimous. All right. And then who has the most fun at practice?
I do.
We all have fun. Yeah, I
You all
mean,
have fun?
practices
Okay.
are fun. So
All right. All right. So what I'm going to do now is if anybody has any kind of questions while they're out there, they can fire them off. I'll give them a minute. There's about a 30 or 40-second delay on this, so I'll give them a minute if they want to try to fire any kind of questions out at you guys. In the meantime, again, I just want to thank everybody who has given so far. We're close. We're getting real close to that goal of, well, once we hit 20, we go to 25 with the match, and then if we can get another 5,000 or 6,000 after that, we'll be able to pay for everything exactly the way we need it. And I know there's at least one 1,000 gift out there that's yet to come in, and supposedly a lot of checks. So that is coming up. It doesn't look like we have any kind of questions out there. Nobody's got any questions for these guys. I'm surprised your teammates aren't on here just jabbing at you guys. So, all right. You guys got any last words you want to say? If there's a potential recruit, what are you telling them? Why come here?
This program's on the way
small
up.
campus.
We can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Campus is nice. The facilities are beautiful. Like Cam said, we're on the way up. We're only getting better. So why not come here?
Uh-oh. All right, I've got a question here for Oaks. It's from Braden W. You ready for the question?
I think so.
All right. Are you single?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, I am single.
All right, guys. Anything else? Because we'll go ahead and get off here. I appreciate your time. Hopefully, people got to know you a little bit better and know the program a little bit better. I appreciate your time. All right. Till next week. I want everybody oh, I forgot one thing. Till next week, everybody enjoy. Oh, here we go. I got a question. This one, I hadn't planned on it, but we could do a store, a team store where you order. The only issue we have, and I got to clear this, is because it's all trademark material. I've got to get the school to actually buy off on it because they own the trademark. So that would be the stumbling block for that. Yeah. So great idea. I would love to do that. I just need to make sure it's done the right way. What was I going to say here with you guys? It just slipped my mind. I'm sorry. But no, I appreciate you guys being on here and taking your time and letting people get to know you and know the program a little bit more. You guys are the reason we have a program. So I want to thank you. All right. Till we see each other next week. I think next week will be the first baseman on. So you guys get your questions together so you can ask them.
Yeah, I'll start
Find
thinking.
some pseudonym and you can ask them some questions. All right. Everybody, I appreciate your time again and have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving. Oh, I know what it was now. All right, who makes the best Thanksgiving dinner? Mom or grandma or aunt or what is it?
Grandma.
Grandma?
I gotta say my grandma, I think.
All right.
I mean, my mom knows how to cook, but my grandma, she can make some good turkey.
What's the best thing at Thanksgiving at your house?
I personally really enjoy the stuffing.
Okay. Coulter?
I like the turkey the best.
Turkey? All right, Cam?
I like the stuffing the best. I'm with Oakley on this one.
Stuffing. All right, guys. Well, you enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody out there also enjoys their Thanksgiving, spending time with their families. I appreciate your support, and we shall see you again next week. Until then, enjoy.